About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. A good matchup here for you tonight between the American League's Houston Astros and the Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Yankees baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think you really have to focus on what the pitcher's going to give you. If he's going to pitch you away, you got to go the other way. That way you can string together a few hits to put up some crooked numbers in this game.
Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matt, he did his job in his last start. He threw 7 complete innings, but still didn't get a decision. We'll see if he can get the W this time around.
Carlos Correa heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Carlos Correa
sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 7:06.
And there's ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in game number 2.
Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Well, there's a good way to start it. A nice little 4-hopper to short to take care of the leadoff guy, and that might help you get into a little bit of a groove.
Into the seats, 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Gardner is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Number 4.
George Springer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Very weakly on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting fourth.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here comes the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
There he goes. Hit hard to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Astros leave 1, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. A moment now from Yankee Stadium to take a look at Joe Girardi's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's got some serious speed, and that's a dangerous weapon at any level. It wreaks havoc on opposing pitchers because There's so many ways to manufacture runs when speedsters get on base, so don't be surprised if you see him cause trouble out there in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager
Leading off for
loves
the
to do
Yankees.
the defensive shifts.
Left
So we're going to
fielder,
see a lot of odd
Brett
formations as the game
Gardner.
goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Brett Gardner is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip. So lately, they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
No problem here, 1 away.
Batting second, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gonzalez is right there, and that's out number 2.
Well, 3 pitches,
Batting third,
2 outs here to start
second
the home
baseman,
first. He's got to be
Neil
loving that.
Walker.
Neil Walker gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Cole's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his... Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. Now, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his
Batting
trophy room.
fourth,
That pitcher's got to be
right
thinking,
fielder,
how can I throw
Aaron
a pitch like that
Judge.
in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
A 1-0 delivery. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle. Correa has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. Now 1-0 Yanks. Alex Bergman makes his way to the plate.
Leading
He'll
off
get
for
us
Houston,
started here in the top of the
third
second.
baseman, Alex Bergman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Drury comes up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 9.
In now, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit the other way out toward right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting
Normally,
seventh,
you get a lot of
first
carry out to
baseman,
that part of the ballpark. But I think he hits
Gurriel.
this one just a little bit thin, and it's an easy play out there in right field.
Gurriel into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 1-1, here it comes. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting 8th, catcher, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Houston. They still trail 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power. 1-0.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Springer on the run. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Greg Bird.
Now batting, Greg Bird, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Up and in for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 7th, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Cole gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Batting 8th,
Brendan Drury
third
set to
baseman,
take his first cuts with a man
Brandon
at first and 2
Drury.
away.
Ball 1.
And a fastball
Counts 1-0.
close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Wow, just a jammed sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Jake Marisnick steps
Leading
in
off
here
for the
to start
Astros,
out their half of the third.
designated
Top
hitter,
of the order to follow.
Jake
First offering on its way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And he misses again, 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
To 2-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound right now, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Hot shot down the line, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Now, this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Drury has got it, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail. Didi Gregorius digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Pulled into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he takes strike 2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Springer moves over. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting,
Brett
left
Gardner
fielder,
will dig in again.
Brett
He grounded out
Gardner.
to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. That's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Ripped down the first base line. Gets dirty and gloves it in time.
Whew, no problem.
now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hard liner toward short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, George Springer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
This is flared out towards second. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Jose Altuve will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bergman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
That's a ball.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Judd has a read on it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 1-0. Neil Walker is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Reddick looks up. Gone! A solo home run here for Neil Walker. His second home run of the game, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
99.
Standing in now, Aaron Judd. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Over to first, Cole, and a dive, but he's back in there.
Simple throw over there. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That's a dangerous but well-placed pitch there. Most power hitters are tempted by pitches up in the zone, but that one was so far enough up that he wouldn't have been able to do much with it.
That's a ball.
2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher,
First
you hold
baseman,
your
number
breath
33.
anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily,
Bird.
he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Greg Bird steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Back goes Reddick. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. On the indecision costs him big time as he's out trying to get back to third.
Up next for the Yankees.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He reached on a single in his first try. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Cole sets. Here it is on 2-1. High and deep to right center field. Reddick looking up, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as the Yankees start to pull away a bit. It's now 4-0.
Well, this place has a reputation as being a launching pad, and it ain't hard to see why. That's already 3 balls that have left the yard so far, and I would doubt sincerely that'll be the last.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Into the box, Brandon Drury, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Looped out towards short. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We played 4 full. The Yankees lead it 4-0. Marwin Gonzalez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gardner is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Uriel will dig in. He singled his first time around. Fastball, and that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Astros are down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. James Hoyt is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Hoyt.
Didi Gregorius is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at
for the
bat.
Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
In there for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
One thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's Brett Gardner now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but...
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy, and he is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees,
Neil Walker stands in
second
again here
baseman,
with 2 home runs
Neil
already to his name in this one.
You know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Throw gets him, 2 down.
the right fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judd steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. 5 innings complete, and it's Jake Marisnick will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Drilled on the ground to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Carlos Correa is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Astros,
Josh Reddick will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And another foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline. Bird gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Joe Smith will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Smith.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Giancarlo Stanton is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Stanton on his way up to second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
You know, this guy is really starting to get everybody's attention now. That's 8 straight games he's got. So let's see how long he can keep this thing going.
First pitch on its way. Bounced softly in front of the plate. McCann is up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Gary
Sanchez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw.
0-1.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gurriel in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
But here's that swing again. This is in show motion.
third baseman.
You'll see that. That's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Stepping in now, Brendan Drury. And that's in there, base hit. Rounding third is Stanton heading for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Oh, no, you don't.
Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Steve, Eric, and I are back. George Springer is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Up and away to start the inning, it's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
swing and a liner. Foul. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Jose Altuve will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there. Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Alex Bergman stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Judd is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Didi Gregorius steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Correa is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
Yep, here it is again. Look at it, just bury this one right at the letters. You can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Brett Gardner will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And this catches the outside corner. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Aaron Hicks will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Aaron Hicks.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Moving under it, Gonzalez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. But leading off the inning, Marwin Gonzalez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce that thing rather than leave it up. Even though that's high, it's a dangerous spot to miss.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Uriel is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Drilled down the line. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Judd moving in. He makes the running play. 2 down. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Brian McCann will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is lined right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Jake Marisnick will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Carlos Correa will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. He's set, and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
This one skied out toward right. Judd on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the Bronx after this. Neil Walker will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his third home run in the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Aaron Judd strides in, grounded out his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
In time to first, and there are two away.
Two more groundouts, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
And that's something that you won't see him doing a ton of. And that's go chasing after a first pitch that's not a strike. He usually has much better plate discipline.
Bounced weakly near the plate. McCann scoops it up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1-2. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from right here in the Big Apple. Josh Reddick will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
George Springer digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. And he's safe.
Well, you've got a big lead out there, so this probably won't be a huge error in the long run. But you've got to be able to finish this game out strong. I mean, here he probably just lets his focus wander for a second, and next thing you know, he's throwing the ball away.
Jose Altuve will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. Dylan Betances will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Betances sets. First pitch on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. None out, runners at first and second. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, third baseman, Alex Bergman.
Alex Bergman stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and if you've got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series. And he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. they'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Struck him out. Houston, good night.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their fourth win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.